This is Dr. Phil Chavez of the Men's Academy. Beware of the Ides of March was a warning of a soothsayer, Julius Caesar, in Shakespeare's play bearing Caesar's name. Now, Ides, or the Latin idus, has the sense of divide. And the 15th is the dividing point of most months. And the date, March 15th, 44 BC, was the date Julius Caesar was assassinated in Rome, a time marked also by a full moon. Now that stood also as a special date of religious festivals and a time at which debts were settled. Now it's interesting, in the past some Americans looked at this as sort of prophetic since that was once the date to file federal income tax. In any case, this ill-fated March 15th, Julius Caesar was stabbed allegedly 23 times. As many as 60 Senate conspirators took part in the plot, among which 40 surrounded him, all led by his good friend Brutus and Cassius when he was stabbed. Now, the assassination of Caesar gives March 15th its superstitious vibe. Historically, he took over as dictator of Rome until his death, dividing him from the power of the Senate, which wanted effectively the Republic of old. Upon Caesar's death, Rome became further divided through civil war. Now, the Roman Republic ended by way of Caesar's political life and murder, but the formation of the new Roman Empire was effected by Caesar's avenging nephew, Octavian, better known as Augustus, who defeated the forces of Brutus and Cassius in that civil war. Now, there's much background to this omen, beware of the Ides of March. But brothers, from a spiritual perspective, it's not so good to look at future events with foreboding. Somehow God does not bless that. Despite the rough circumstances in society and church and country, when looking to the future, instead of surrender to a prospect of gloom and disaster, it's better to take an act of hope for a better tomorrow. As St. Paul says in Romans, by the power of the Holy Spirit, may you abound in all hope. Now, it's interesting that an earlier event of Julius Caesar's life, when his forces crossed the Rubicon into Italy to face his eternal enemies, Caesar said, "The die is cast," as if to say that such a process or course of action which has been started cannot be changed or stopped in any way. In Christ, brothers, all can be changed and move toward the better. With faith in God and commitment to right action is a people blessed. So careful, brothers, when looking at life's occurrences and future events as something cursed or ill-fated. Better to move forward with steadfast hope for a promising future. Brothers, God be with you.
We appreciate you viewing our Manly Minutes. Thank you for whatever donation you can offer to make our content possible. Go to themensacademy.org/donate. Thank you.